What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD Mobile video. So today we are going to be discussing the brand new, recently released Mythic AK117 Grim Ending. So this video is going to be quite a bit of a doozy because I know a lot of people had very different things to say about this one Mythic skin. There was quite a bit of controversy, and also it's just like, a lot of reception towards this Mythic skin has not actually been that great. So as you guys know, whenever there is a major update, there is bound to be another Mythic gun. So this time around, unexpectedly, we ended up getting the AK117 when it was previously rumored before that we were going to get something of like maybe a Mythic M4. There was no rumors of whether or not the Striker 45 will get the Mythic skin, but yes, the M4 was originally supposed to have the Mythic weapon according to the leakers. But it turns out that the AK-117 last minute ended up becoming the one that ended up getting the Mythic skin after all. So it was just like a random thing that just happened out of left field that no one really expected. And you would assume that, maybe in the test server we would have, seen it, but we don't. And that's something that I have been wanting to talk about for a long time because it kind of feels like COD Mobile withholds a lot of different things within these test servers that we don't know about until the update is officially out to the public. This has been happening a lot more recently with the test servers not really giving us the right information. Well, for the most part, they are kind of right, but in some ways, yes, like they kind of changed things last minute to the point where it's like, whoa, I didn't really see this happening. So the AK117 Grim Ending is basically what we got, and I'm not gonna knock it. It's a pretty cool Mythic skin, and like I said, it was very unexpected. But a lot of people have not really given this one the benefit of the doubt, and obviously for good reason. So don't get me wrong, the appearance is pretty cool, but the main reason why this is getting such criticism is the fact that this is a little bit too similar to what we got with, let's say the Bison Oath's Defiance, as well as, the Kilo 141 Demon Song. And if you really take a look at it and, you actually, analyze the entire thing, yeah, it looks very, very similar to the Demon Song straight down all the way to even the digital iron sight. Even the tracer rounds that are orange kind of looks like the ones from, the Phoenix Inferno, the one with the Type 25 legacy skin. Of course, most Mythic collectors are not going to pass this up. They're obviously going to get it. Yes, the AK117 hasn't really had a time to shine, even though it's gotten a lot of pretty good buffs. But this is the one moment that it finally does have a time to shine. So yeah, obviously a lot of people are going to pick this up. And yeah, it's... Like I said, I didn't really think... I knew at some point that the AK-117 would get a Mythic, but, not this soon. Probably, like, later on down the line. I would assume that maybe the M4 would have gotten it first. But I guess that's the magic of this game. They always seem to, surprise you. Even if, like, the test server tells you one thing, it's never really set in stone. But enough of that. Let's actually talk about the skin, because this is actually pretty interesting. So yes, the AK-117 Grim Ending... like I said, it has a lot of similarities to, the Oath's Defiance, or I guess just the whole entire Mythic Templar draw, as well as even the Kilo 141 Demon Song when it comes to the rings around the barrel and even the iron sight itself. Surprisingly, this time around, I'm not sure if they updated it yet, but when I saw the final iron sight, the one where you max out the entire Mythic weapon, I heard it was actually worse than the second one that you get. So yes, that's something like I wouldn't really recommend, upgrading it to the max. Maybe just go midway to level 3. That's where I usually go. I get all the, the medals and the little calling card border, which actually I do have to admit they have been improving on a lot recently. If you compare something like the EM2 Eclipse Phaser medals, to this one, it is a night and day difference. This one has a lot more animations going on with both the calling card border as well as the, the kill medals. So I'm very glad that they're actually starting to improve on that further. So the tracer rounds, like I said, they're not really that, worth it. it's the same as the Type 25 Phoenix Inferno. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not really something that I really care about looking at. Plus it's something I'm not even going to pay attention to when I'm like in the middle of a gunfight. So as for death effect, like I said, it kind of has like a striking resemblance to the Oath's Defiance Bison death effect. And yeah, just with a little bit more added detail, obviously it does react the more kills that you get. But yeah, I mean, the death effect is pretty cool overall. Nothing really too crazy. The inspection also was kind of improved. At first, when the update came out, it was really bugged or it just looked kind of incomplete. But they did work on it. So basically, the gun kind of like evaporates and like I guess you pull out this weird little black heart and you just squeeze it and then like I guess the gun just appears. It's kind of a weird one, but I mean every inspection with mythics are always kind of weird. For me personally, I don't really have too many complaints against the gun. I think it's actually pretty cool. The animations are pretty solid for a mythic. It's of course it's not AK-47 Radiance levels of animated, but it's still, worth getting either way if you're a person that likes collecting skins. But at the end of the day, I mean, for the AK-117, like I said, it being a random thing, I mean, I'm happy that the AK-117 is finally getting a time to shine, even though it may not be the best in ranked matches and maybe even battle royale. But when I was using it, it was actually pretty good. But it also does explain why the AK-117 is now part of the ground loot rotation. I also forgot to mention like the camo coverage with this thing, so it is kind of weird. I mean, diamond is something I don't really actually recommend. If anything, the seasonal camos are probably your best bet on, like of it looking really good. Ether Crystal, of course, is probably the best one, and another one that might be underrated is actually the Bathroom Tiles one, which is I think the Pixelated Aggression. But yeah, for the most part, most of the completionist camos other than Platinum are kind of shitty. I guess with the gun skin that has so many different rough edges, it is kind of hard to, put all the camos together. But yeah, if anything, this is probably the closest thing that we'll ever get to like an obsidian camo. So anyways, that's basically going to be my review for the AK-117. It's a pretty solid skin. Of course, I mean, with so many mythics coming out at this point, I mean, I'm starting to become a little bit more numb to like when a new one comes out. But I'm sure at some point later on down the line, there's probably going to be one that just really knocks everyone's socks off. But yeah, we are not at that point yet. And yes, while it's still unexpected, I'm still grateful that the AK-117 is finally getting some love. So anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content. I'll see you guys next time.